Hi guys, it's Kayla. I'm back. If you're new here, I would love it if you would subscribe and join our little growing YouTube family. And I know I look like death right now. My eyes are bloodshot red. I'm so tired. I am getting sick again. I'm so congested. I'm tired. I'm a mom. I'm tired from that. So I know I look like I'm dead. I'm white with red eyes. Anyway, that's not what this video is about. This video is about the review of the REAL Dermacol Foundation. And the key word here is real. The REAL Dermacol Foundation. We are going to put it on today and review it and see how well it works. As you can tell, I have some red acne. Today I have really dark under eyes, which is not usual for me. My eyes are not typically this dark underneath, and I have some acne. So, if you may or may not know, I made two videos about Dermacol near the beginning of my channel, and those were actually fake Dermacol products that I did not know were fake because I had never heard of Dermacol before. I ordered it not knowing it was fake. I got it, I made videos about it, and then Dermacol contacted me and told me it was fake, and I even liked the fake product. But I realized that when I was using that product, I used up practically all of it except for a tiny little bit. During that time, my face was a lot more broken out than usual. A lot more broken out than this. I had pimples like almost everywhere. And I had red spots, like patchy red spots that were like peeling. And it was chemical burn. And you get that from fake products. Many companies will make fakes of big company products, like fake things of Benefit, fake Chanel, fake Tarte, fake whatever you can think of. If it's good, if it's expensive, even if it's not good or not expensive, they make fakes of drugstore items too, and they put chemicals that are cheap in there to make the products, and they're not good for your skin. They can harm your skin in ways like chemical burn, which is literally burning the flesh off. So that's why you buy real products instead of fake ones, because it can cause damage. So anyways, let's get into this review. We're gonna apply it. First things first, you have to apply a base. The base would be the skincare that you do before you put your primer on. So for me, what I did was I did the Olay Henriksen Truth Serum. I love this stuff. There we go. Really good serum mixed with the Farsali. I don't know how to pronounce that. It's the rose gold elixir, and it's got 24 karat gold flakes in it. You can see it in the bottle or in the little squeezer right there. I love this oil. My skin is normally really oily, and actually adding oil to oily face is good. It's not going to make you more oily. It's going to help your skin stop producing as much oil. My skin is normally oily. Right now it's dry, so I'm hoping my dry skin does not affect this tutorial. I'm hoping and praying it doesn't. Okay, so that's what I applied first. And then I also applied the Benefit It's Potent Eye Cream, which is really good, and it is potent. It makes the under eyes really hydrated. And then also I applied primer. So I applied the POREfessional, and I love this. I just got it, just started trying it out, and I have huge pores right here, and all over my nose, here and here, and this has worked very well, mixed with the Ordinary High Adhesive Silicone Primer. And this is supposed to be like sticky so your foundation sticks to it. And I applied all of this stuff first off camera because I like it to soak in for a while before I apply foundation. Okay, so let's go in with the foundation. You can use your fingers, you can use a sponge, you can use a brush. I'm going to use a brush and a sponge. That's how I do it. And these are all dirty because I tried to film this tutorial earlier and something happened where I had to shut it off in the middle of my tutorial earlier. So I'm starting it again. All right, so let's start. On my forehead, I do one section at a time. I do not put dots of foundation all over my face at one time. Okay, so that should be, that little bead should be enough for my whole forehead. And these little hairs, hopefully they'll stay out of the way. I love the way this is applying already. You can tell it's very full coverage. It's very thick. And you could tell just by the little bead on the brush that it was very thick, that it's very full coverage. That's what I like. Alright, so I apply my foundation typically with a brush like this. I get it into my hairline because it's important to blend it in. And then I go over it with a sponge to make sure that there are no lines. Nothing left over from the brush, that everything is seamless and, I was going to say, and poreless. Alright, so let's put another little bead on our cheek. And by the way, if you guys didn't know, this is a waterproof foundation also. This is actually, this foundation has been used in the making of movies. They put this on actresses and actors and TV shows. It's a film makeup. And if you guys have seen my other videos, you know that I've said that foundation hasn't been sticking to my nose for several months now. For some reason, it just doesn't stick. It literally doesn't stick. When I do this, it normally just wipes off with the brush or the sponge or whatever I'm trying to apply it with. But with this, it's actually sticking to my nose, which is a big relief. So let's blend it out with the Beauty Blender. Oh, sorry, I'm looking down. I'm looking down into a mirror. Alright. And then we will apply another small bead on the other side of our face. See how full coverage and thick this is? This is fantastic for people that love full coverage like me. And it seems to be covering up my acne. And it's actually sticking to my nose, which is a big relief. Because it's horrible like putting on foundation and realizing that it's not sticking to your nose. So like everywhere has foundation except for your nose. And you're like doing everything you can, like trying to put it on with a finger, putting it on with a sponge, putting it on with a brush, trying all three all together, and it's still not working. It's really a pain. And then trying to just go out with your nose partially foundationed, with your nose having partial foundation on it. My nose actually has foundation on it right now. Woohoo! That's exciting for me to say. Alright. I think this looks really good. I know my face looks super white on camera. But when I'm looking at myself in the mirror, it actually does not look white. Alright. So what I am going to do is I'm going to take some Airspun translucent powder and I am going to set my under eyes. First, I'm going to take this tiny beauty blender and make sure the product is blended in, because I do have fine lines underneath my eyes and foundation tends to settle there. Alright, and next eye. I tried to lightly set it. I'm sorry, I'm sick and my nose is starting to run. Maybe I should go ahead and set my nose. My nose area. My nostril area. Alright, and then I'm gonna set my forehead wrinkles. I'm setting those because those drive me crazy, foundation, and I'm making this weird face to try to pull my face down so I can set it real good. And then set in between my eyes. My eyebrows. And then I also like to set the bridge of my nose because, like I said, the foundation tends to wear off my nose. So lightly set that, and my chin, because the foundation tends to wear off my chin too. So now we can go in and do more of a bake. Let's see. I need more powder than this. Come on, Airspun. I love the Airspun powder. It really is great. All right. And I set the sides of my nose. More powder, please. It looks so white on camera, but it's actually not this white in person. All right. While we're doing that, or while that's setting, I am going to tell you about how I did my brows before they got a little messed up by foundation. First of all, I used Benefit Precisely My Brow and shade number 2. It is my hair color blonde, and I love it because it's very, very thin. Very thin. And they have so many different colors in this, and it's got a very thin spoolie that does a great job with moving and distributing the product. And then, well, I should have said this first because I used this first. This is the Benefit Brow Voo Conditioning Primer. And it's a little dirty. I hope you can see that. And it's really awesome. This is what the applicator looks like. It's almost like a tiny little brush for your brows, and in the middle is where the product comes out, and you comb it through your brows, you let it dry, and then it's literally a primer for your eyebrows for it to go over with a brow pencil or Anastasia Beverly Hills pomade. I have that too. I just recently got it. Does anybody else see that bare spot? It's driving me crazy. Why isn't powder sticking there? Stick. Stick, 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 stick. Okay. And then last thing is actually Rimmel. It's Rimmel Brow This Way Brow Styling Gel with Argan Oil. You guys can't see that because it's like silver and white. And so it's like a brow setting gel. I got a clear one. They have blonde, brown, and like black. This is what the wand looks like, but I got clear because I don't want to add more color on top of a brow pencil color already. Man. So I'm just gonna go ahead and go. I probably shouldn't do this yet because I'm gonna add more powder. See guys, I'm getting sick. Alright, so now I am going to take this brush and brush this off slightly. And I'm going to take another Airspun. This is Naturally Neutral. It's very, very slightly darker than this. And I like to set my whole face like this. And I use a big brush and I pat in the product. My face looks very white on camera, but that's the light. It's not really this white. I wear a lot of powder. And it doesn't look powdery because I use a setting spray and it like melts everything together. Alright, blend that eye out so it doesn't crease. Make sure I get the sides of my nose. Alright. Next, what I do is I take a darker powder and I go over my whole face with it. This is from Sephora, just to give myself a little bit more color. On camera it looks like there's no color being added, but there is. My face is actually pretty dry, and I feel like it's affecting the way this foundation has applied. My skin has been so flaky, and I thought I scrubbed it all off, but I obviously didn't, because you can see right there that I didn't. But of course you can't see it. It looks like it's all gone. Your face looks smooth when it's wet and freshly scrubbed. You can't tell that there is still dead skin on your face. Alright, so that on camera it still looks really white, but it actually isn't. How strange. Next, I'm going to use the Profusion contour palette, and I'm going to use this one. It's the medium contour with a medium fluffy brush like this. I'm going to contour my forehead. And then I'll contour my cheeks. And then I'm going to contour my jawline. And it still looks like I'm extremely white, but I am actually not that white. In person, I actually match my skin. Right here it looks a lot darker because there's no light shining down in my chest. Okay, so now that that's done, we will do the brows. Just fill them in just a little bit more, since there was so much powder. They look a little messy right now. They've got some foundation in them. A little bit of foundation got in the brows. And yes, these are not perfect. I have very thick brows, and certain spots at the ends are sparse. But I have a couple hairs that are like super long. And I don't like to pluck too much, because I've heard so many stories of people talking about plucking and then their hair never growing back again. So they're left with really like skinny eyebrows, wishing that they never had plucked. So that kind of scares me into like leaving my bushy eyebrows and somehow working around that fact. Working around the bushiness, I guess. Let's see. Fill that in right there. Alright. Feels like there's something missing right there. Yes, I know this is super boring. It takes me forever to do my brows, so that's why I usually do them off camera. Okay. My red eyes are starting to water. Alright, so next we are going to apply some Wet n Wild ColorIcon blush. This is from one of my last videos. the highlighter, contour, and blush, and more video. Let's see, where's my blush brush? Here's my blush brush. This is quite pigmented, so you have to make sure not to get too much. For such inexpensive blushes, these are very pigmented. And they are very pretty. Alright. Is that even? Alright. Oh, and I forgot to contour my nose. I usually do it with a tiny little brush like this, but it's a little wider, and I dip in a little bit. I'm doing the same contour palette, and I just draw a line straight to my brow bone. My eyes are about to water because I'm trying to concentrate so hard on not blinking. You see that? Lord. I don't like too harsh of a nose contour because I don't like it to be like uber obvious that there's a nose contour there. And I'm sorry I'm sniffling. I'm obviously getting sick. Oh Lord. Gosh. My eyes are red, my eyes are watering, I'm sniffling, my nose is running. Alright, so I try to just kind of diffuse that with the brush. And then it sometimes will go in with the brush that I use to just darken up my face a little, and do that just to blend it out. There we go. To the brow. And there my eye goes again. Sorry guys. I don't know what is going on with my eyes. Lord almighty. Oh, I hate this. So, back to contouring my nose. And then I connect it in the middle. Now I gotta diffuse this line a little. And a little bit to connect these two down the middle of the nose, and connecting there. Contoured nose. Now, use this to blend it out a little. All right, now for the highlighter. The highlighter is also Wet n Wild, and this is the new one. This is also in the same video that I showed you guys this blush. Back in the highlighters, contour, blush, and more. Where is my highlighting brush? Oh, here it is. Alright, this is really pretty. It's like a pink, a pinkish gold. Very pretty. Alright. This is so pretty. And it goes really well with this blush. Alright, now next. This is so pretty. I love this highlighter. And it's inexpensive. Again, Wet n Wild. And then I'm gonna do tip of my nose. And then lightly from I forgot the little button nose trick. Put a little bit of a darker color here where you did not highlight. Go. And then highlight the Cupid's bow. And then I typically like to highlight the sides of my forehead a little bit. And just a little bit on my chin. Alright, next is going to be lips. First, I like to use the NYX Lip Primer. Let's get everything I just had on there off the lip polish I put on them because they were super dry like the rest of my face. Alright. So I apply this and it really does make lipstick or whatever you're wearing stay longer. Next, I'm going to use the Rimmel Color Stay Lip Liner. It's in the color Blush Rose. Oh, blush. It says blush and rose on it. It says blush hyphen rose. Alright. My eyes are starting to water again. Every time I have to like concentrate on something and like not move very much, like applying lip liner, I don't blink because I'm trying not to move. Or I forget to blink, then my eyes start to water. Why is it only this eye? And this eye is redder than this eye now. Alright. Sorry guys. Oh, the sniffling is so gross. Alright, just fill it in just a little. And then alright, fill in just a little. Alright, I think that's good. I just make this a little darker. Alright. Just making sure everything looks even. Probably doesn't, but whatever. Alright. And then we're gonna apply this, another Revlon lipstick. It's Primrose. It's a pretty pink. It's not as bright pink as it looks on the screen, on the camera. Okay, and then we are going to use the NYX Duochromatic Shimmering Lip Gloss in the color Booming Retentionist. Retentionist. I don't know, I think that's French. Booming. That color is booming. I don't know why I'm trying to read other languages today. Maybe because I'm freaking sick. Okay, so this was in my last video too. Well, not the last video, the one that's highlight, contour, blush, and more. I love this. Alright, so let's set the makeup with Maybelline Master Fix Spray. Let's set it and see if it makes the face look a little better. Yes, I'm spraying a lot because my skin is so dry. I am hoping that it will make it look less dry. This foundation actually is superb. It's just my skin is apparently super dry today, unbeknownst to me. I did not know. I've already used part of this one. And then I have a whole new one. I love this. FYI. So if you're here for the review, it is an awesome foundation. It's thick, it's waterproof, it's fantastic. It makes your face look flawless. But like with many other foundations, if your skin is very dry, or even powders, you're going to be able to see it, like you guys probably can see on me, that right here, that it looked very dry, and it might still look very dry. I can't tell. One more spritz. It looks a lot better. The foundation has melded with the powder, so it does look a lot better. I can tell it does look a lot better than it did before. And you will see the thumbnail that you clicked on, you will be able to see that my face isn't really this white like you guys are seeing right now. It just looks that way in this video. If I back up, you see my face isn't really that white. It actually matches my body. So anyways, guys, that the setting spray actually did make the dry spots look a lot better, so it looks more even. My face looks a lot more even. It's not fully dry in the dry spots yet, but it does look a lot more even. So I am so excited about this. Oh, I love this foundation, and I wish more people knew about it, because not very many people, to my knowledge, know about it. I didn't know about it until I saw it on Amazon, and then I looked it up on YouTube, which led me to buy one, and it was fake. But the distributors of, well, the Dermacol themselves gave me distributors, so I have found some authorized distributors that buy from, they either buy from Dermacol, or Dermacol, they use Dermacol to sell the products and then they make money off of them. Either way, they are confirmed through Dermacol, and I will have them linked below. In my last video about Dermacol that I made, Is Yours Real or Fake? The Dermacol, all the different colors were linked below in that description too, and those are also authorized distributors for Dermacol, and I found as many colors as I could. I couldn't find them all, but I found most of them, and there's links for most of them. The one that I'm wearing is 210. That's the color. They go all the way down to 208, or 207 is the lightest, which is, I'm pretty white. So it goes very light, and then it goes up to 224, which is dark. So they do have quite a good color range. And again, this is what it looks like. And it does say film studio, and then another language, and I'm not going to try to read that because I won't be able to. Makeup cover. And if you do choose to buy this and you don't go through my link below and use the authorized distributor, and you get yours in the mail, and if you're not sure if yours is real or fake, just refer back to my Is It Real or Fake video, and you will be able to determine if the product that you bought is real or fake. If you determine yours is fake, don't hesitate letting Amazon know that it's fake, because they will give you a refund. They will let you return it. That's what I did when I found out mine was fake, and mine was almost gone. And I told them that I had just found out it was fake, and they said, okay, send it back, we'll give you a refund. And that was it. And I got a refund for my fake product. So, and then I bought the real ones because Dermacol gave me the information to find the real product from the distributors. Anyways, So if you haven't already done so, subscribe and click the little bell notification. I know this has been a wacky video. I'm so sick, my eyes are red, I look crazy today, and it's just been an all-around weird day, and it's been a weird video, but don't let that stop you from joining this tiny little community, little bip on the YouTube radar. Just subscribe and you will be notified to more craziness like this. Thank you and have a good night. See you in the next video.